Ooh, there it is. So I've been waiting all day for a package. I have hit the Apple store up several times, been checking them out online, looking in like 150-mile radius, and could not find one of the new MacBooks in stock. I know some people got them. I got in the game a little late, couldn't find one, and so I actually found one on all places at bestbuy.com. And even though everything showed back ordered, there was just like a day when it showed that they had them available, and I ordered one and then it said back ordered again, and I didn't even know if they were actually going to send me a real one. But right here in the man cave, I have the real deal. I was afraid maybe they were going to send me like an old MacBook from, you know, the middle 2000s or something. We are ready to jimmy ourselves into this wonderful piece of technology. And yeah, this is an unboxing video, but it comes with some information. This computer is pretty cool. Kind of my scheme of using it, because I do a lot of weird things, is it's just kind of the iPad size computer that I can have with me, do stuff on in a pinch, do complicated things on, but for the most part, web surfing, doing some document stuff, things like that. I've got a lot of other big boy toys for different things, and so this is like not, you know, the replacement to my MacBook Pro Retina or anything like that, but it's really lightweight, it's really thin, and it's a full-blown computer. Okay, so let's tear into this bad boy with a flathead screwdriver, because I'm sure that that is how the boys over at Apple wanted us to do it. So we'll just I'll try not to jimmy the box too bad. I actually like to keep boxes pretty nice, that way it's easier to sell stuff. So, because you know, they'll come out with something else soon, and I'll be like, well, actually, let's move on. So keep those boxes nice. I even keep like the little sticky stuff that comes on the actual computer, just because that way I put it back on there, and like people, you know, who meet you in some sketchy parking garage at night or whatever, they're like, well, yeah, thing looks brand new, and it's like, yeah, it is a year old, but they're like, we'll take it because it looks new. So you always get a little more money for your stuff when you do that. So here we go. Oh my gosh. Even though this is like the space black, they don't have a space black on the cover. That always makes me nervous, but I did read the side. Ooh, there it is. Bum bum bum. Nice little tab. I guess really the cover probably does have the space black on it. It's just, it's space black is like more silver looking than black looking. I saw this in the store. Here we go. Now that you get this off, it starts to kind of come to life. The bottom of it. Oh, and there she is. Razor thin. Thinner than a MacBook Air. And what do we have in the box other than the laptop? Well, we have the infamous USB-C cable that, not the cable has caused so much controversy, but the fact that this laptop only has a headphone port and that little tiny USB-C. So we have the cable there, and that's cool. And we'll open it up. It's at least a very nice USB-C cable. And then something I've been curious about, because I've heard about, but I couldn't just see in the Apple Store, the charger. And I have to say, this is pretty dang small. It's just a little bigger than an iPad charger, but not super big. Kind of weird. It's my first charger from Apple with a USB-C port on it. That, like, I'm freaking out over here. Do you guys see this? So, you know, the thing that blows about this is, yeah, obviously, you don't want to pull this out because it's not a MagSafe. At the same time, people have criticized Apple for using proprietary stuff, and now you actually have a freaking cable that you someday, even though like no one's using USB-C now, it will become a very standard thing, and then you'll be able to be like, hey, you know, can I just borrow your cable? And you could probably borrow anyone's cable and charge your device or do whatever. So, designed by Apple in California. Yeah, I don't know if you like see other products. I don't know if Anchor does this, but a lot of people now try that same thing. It's like, yeah, we make it everywhere else but America, but it was at least designed. Oh, and classy Apple. I have some gray stickers. I don't think I've ever received gray stickers like that before. Up here on my sticker wall where I have really cool stuff, I've got the traditional white stickers and some other things, but hey, Apple, you have outdone yourself today. So, the space gray stickers with the space gray laptop. So, let's see here. So let's just kind of close this up. I actually never even, this stuff, I don't even read or use. I don't think anybody does anymore. This, we'll just gently place it back in there. We will take the stickers. I'm gonna do something with those. So, I'll set this aside. Keep the box all pretty, and there it is. So we'll get her plugged in because that's just the kind of guy we are. Why not? You know, why charge it? Well, because it's not at 100%, but you don't have to, but we want to. Actually, we're getting lazy because I don't have anything free on my little spider there. So let's just open her up. Ooh, she is a beauty. You can say what you want about her processor, but she is, oh, that is beautiful. Look at this. Luscious goodies. Okay, so there's just no way to appreciate just the thinness, the sleekness of this. If you haven't touched one, you need to, and you need to touch it because the keyboard is a little wonky. I've played with the keyboard before, and a lot of people say after about 30 minutes or so you get used to it. You know, Apple's like, oh, we've invented this cool new keyboard. What they did is they had to find a way to cram a keyboard into something that thin. I think they did a pretty decent job, but you know, it is what it is. So hey, blah blah blah, we're every language in the world. We've been doing this for a long time. I don't know.
To use English for the main language,
yes,
press the return key.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We will press that return key. So, I will say that the speakers are pretty stinking good on this thing. I just heard that and I'm like, wow, that's like a really deep voice. That was pretty impressive. Let's see here. Let's connect to my home network. If I can remember the password, I get camera shy. So we're now connecting to the network, and this is where I always breathe like a, is it gonna work, is it gonna work? Because Apple somehow seems to have a lot of like Wi-Fi issues every once in a while. I don't know, have you ever noticed that? Even speaking of Wi-Fi issues, I've got to have the airport card replaced on this bad puppy this week because it's having some issues with Wi-Fi and Bluetooth, and took it in. Sometimes, you know, you get some Apple genius who is like, oh man, yeah, you know, you try this, do that, reset it. It's like, you don't understand. I'm telling you, the thing doesn't work. Here's all the testing I've conducted, you know, when I do blah, blah, blah. So anyways, took it in. This guy, he's pretty legit. They just did a clean install of the OS, and we're like, yep, that ain't working right. So I got another one coming. But this thing's still looking for networks. It may be making me a little nervous. I'm gonna retry it. Now, while typing in the name of the password for the network, I did feel the force touch on the trackpad, and I will tell you that's pretty cool. I felt like I was pressing a button. As a matter of fact, I wish that I didn't know what force touch was. If you don't know, you're not actually pressing the button on this puppy. What's happening is you are pressing down, and then it's like jimmying to make you think that you pressed a button. It's like providing you with feedback, and it actually literally felt like there was feedback. That's freaky. So I'm going to sign in with my Apple ID. Oh, we're getting a verification code from Apple. 1949. Please don't take it. Everyone's like, can I put in 1949? No, it's not how it works. This code's bad now. Okay, so we gotta agree to some terms and conditions. Yeah. Don't talk to me that way, Apple. You're making me mad. I agree. I'll do anything you want. Just let me have it. Just get me in there. No, I don't want a dang zebra. I don't want a yin yang, and I don't want a kiss, and just give me the globe for now. Oh my goodness. You're killing me. Yes, approve. Yes, the approval hath been sent. Yes. Yes, please do these things. Now it's like, do you approve for this to use the blah blah blah? Yes. Okay, several minutes have passed. This time it's not a joke. I don't even know how many minutes because I quit keeping count. I went back and watched all the video that I just shot. No joke. Everything that you've watched, take that time, add a little bit of time to it, and that's how long we've been waiting. So we're gonna let it do its thing for a minute, and I'm gonna do what every good computer technician or geek or anyone does when they don't know like something. They go like to Google and they type in Apple setup Firewall pinwheel of death for a long time. We'll see what it says. So I've Googled it, which has led me to YouTube, which has led me to seeing some other people have this problem on things like the MacBook Air. MacBook Air stuck at first boot for more than 10 minutes. See, if that guy had made a video as cool as this leading up to it getting stuck, that's a lot cooler than like, oh man, my computer's froze up on start, I'm gonna get it out. And I don't even know who this is. So if you're someone cool, I'm not bashing you. I'm just saying that that blows. But this person says you just need to wait till it'll come up itself. This video is about MacBook Air first book. I think he meant to say boot. First boot stuck at Firewall for 10 minutes. MacBook started after a long wait. Well, we'll continue our long wait. Let's see, it is 5:38 p.m. So I'm going to go on and work on some other stuff. And through the miracles of time-space continuum, the next time you see me, hopefully it's going to be working. Alright, well, I lied. It's still working, but I found some resources. So I ended up on Mac Rumors, and I have found a lot of people talking about this issue with this particular machine. And so here's someone who says after 30 minutes it moved on. And then there's someone who restarted the computer, which is what I've refrained from doing, and said that then it didn't work and they had to make another user account because it wouldn't let them take the first one, and then they had to go back and delete and blah 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 blah. And then someone's like, hey, I came here first and saw how, read all this, so I didn't do anything and just waited, and eventually it worked. Someone says 24 minutes of beach ball. Finally moving on, didn't have to restart. Both options selected, which I have both options selected. Worst case, set up your MacBook when you get home from work or over the weekend and let Firewall run its course overnight. Because people are whining that once you get into the computer, it's also slow and laggy and blah, blah, blah. I've been using for 2 days. I got spinning beach ball and set up again today. I had to shut it down because of the beach ball. I only use web email and not much else. Well, that doesn't look too good. Back up your apps and data and boot into internet recovery. Yes, thank you for that tip, because that's not applicable to my situation. Oh, somebody says it looks like Apple is addressing it in a support document. So let's read that. You're invited to take a short part of an Apple survey. No, how can I give you a survey? See, that's what's so messed up with this stuff. Sure, they want to know how they're doing, and that's great. But like right now, if I give them a survey, I would just put all zeros just because of this problem. It's like they should wait a minute or something, or at the end of the article be like, if this helped you. So that's great. If your Mac stops responding during setup, learn what to do. Learn what to do. It's almost like learn what to do if you have some kind of disease. Learn what to do if you're... So oh, this is perfect. Learn what to do if your Mac stops responding and shows a spinning wheel in Setup Assistant. Allow Setup Assistant to complete. If your Mac stops responding and shows a spinning wheel after you create a user account, simply allow it to continue. We'll resume in about 30 minutes. You can avoid this delay if you complete setup without connecting to the internet. When setup was prompted to select Wi-Fi, just don't. You've got to be kidding me. So because I did what they asked and connected it to Wi-Fi, which they asked from the beginning, like we have to have it so we can be big brother and know, you know, that this computer is yours. Because of that, I've now being penalized with this. So that's really interesting. I'd really love to track it down and actually find out like why it being connected to Wi-Fi causes a big issue at the FireVault screen on setup. But it does give the dire warning, if you restart your Mac, it will appear again. And you will have to make a temporary account to finish your setup. Also known as screwed. So I will work on some other stuff and just kind of let that complete and do its thing, because it doesn't look like it's going to be done anytime soon. And I've got lots of work over here waiting on me. Well. I went away for a few minutes, helped my wife fix a Netflix issue on Apple TV by restarting. And this sucker's up. It just needs a password. And I want to end it there because that was a bit much for an unboxing video. I don't even know what I'll title this, like unboxing going wrong or something. Who knows? So there you have it. Please subscribe if you enjoyed.